Hello everybody, GuysaPirate here, and welcome back to another very long delayed commentary video. Now, as some of you may be wondering, well, where the hell have I been? I have an answer for you. I've been away thinking about what the hell could take me so long to think about. That, my friends, is next-gen gaming. Now, as you know, with the new consoles coming out in the next few months here in Australia at least, next-gen gaming is all the hype amongst us gamers. We're all, oh, new graphics, new machines, this, that. And many people have been asked, well, what are you going to upgrade to? A PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One or a PC 2? Who knows? And I've been thinking to myself, am I myself going to get into the next-gen games? Now, I'll be honest with you. E3 this year was a little bit interesting and also a little bit disappointing. Now, games like Star Wars Battlefront 3 sparked my interest because I haven't played one of those games for God knows how long, and I would love to see one of those remade, or rather reimagined, which is what DICE are in the process of doing. Then there was Battlefield 4, and the single player, as I've mentioned before in my previous E3 video, looked boring. Just recently, the multiplayer beta came out, and being a kind of a Battlefield fan that I am, I got onto it, as most people did. And I was disappointed. I was very, very, very disappointed. I felt like I was playing Battlefield 3.5. Now, besides the fact that the game was running on its absolute bare minimum settings because my computer is rather old and therefore does not like running anything past 2010. That may have hindered the experience a little bit, but in terms of the actual game itself, while the environments were more destructible and there was a building crashing down in the middle of the map, there was nothing really new about the game which grasped my attention as much as Battlefield 3 did when I got onto that, moving from Bad Company 2. And that was the main game where I was thinking whether or not I'm going to upgrade my computer for. Now, to upgrade a computer here in Australia, it's going to cost me about $1,800 for the machine that I want to future-proof me for the next few years of next-generation games. I don't have that money to spend, and therefore my ability to get into next-gen gaming in the way that I would prefer, being PC, not going to happen, as you can imagine, because me being near the end of year 11, this time next year I'll be finishing year 12 and looking for uni. I'm going to be needing money, and I can't afford to spend all of my money on a PC, which I'm really only going to use for about 3 years before needing to upgrade again. So I was stuck in that little dilemma. I was thinking, well, do I really need to get into next-gen games? And I decided, at this current point, not really. As for the consoles, there's nothing on them right now which makes me jump up and down going, I want this, I want this, I want this. No, sadly, there is nothing that really grasps my attention with the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 right now. Now, maybe 12 months down the track when games start coming out and more support for these consoles start to come out, my opinions may change, but at this current point in time, I do not see myself getting into next-generation games. Now, does that mean I'm going to be hindered with my gaming experience? Absolutely not. Because, as a lot of my older viewers will know, and people who know me in person will know, I'm a bit of an old-school freak when it comes to games. So, I will always have plenty of games to play in the forms of old games coming out on Steam and good old games, emulators to run old PlayStation 1, 2 games, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, absolutely every console you can probably think of from the 90s will run on my computer in the form of an emulator. Now, apparently that's considered a form of piracy. I beg to differ, but I can do that in another video another time later. That and the amount of mods that are available on the internet at the moment to change your gaming experience for your favorite games is astronomical, and therefore extend the lives of the games that I'm currently enjoying playing. And I plan on using the Steam Workshop a lot more to do such a thing, because there is so many ways to play a game once the community gets involved. Games like Counter-Strike and Team Fortress 2, for example, have a huge amount of players on there who are building new maps, new game modes, and all of this stuff, especially for games like Garry's Mod, where they've got they've created their own game modes, such as Trouble in Terrorist Town, Prop Hunt, etc., which you would have all heard of on YouTube. And therefore, I'm always going to have something to play. I don't necessarily need to jump onto the brand new games as soon as they come out, because let's face it, I don't have that kind of money, nor that time. If I want to sit down and game, I will sit down and game what I so wish, not join in and play a game just because everyone else is doing it. And that's the point. I find myself that if I'm jumping into a game just because everyone else is doing it, I don't have fun. If I sit down with a game that I've been wanting to play for ages and ages, no matter how many people may not have heard of it, then I'm going to have a much more of a fun time, and that's what's really important, whether or not I'm going to have fun. So, yeah, for that reason, I'm not going to jump into the next generation bandwagon as soon as it comes out. I'm going to wait a bit and see what happens, and whether or not I can gain the interest to join in. But let me know what you guys are going to do. Are you getting the new consoles as soon as they come out, or are you spending a fair bit of money to upgrade your computer to be better than the new consoles? Or are you a bit like me and sitting on the fence and kind of deciding what you want to do? Let me know in the comments down below. If you did happen to enjoy this video, please, please, please leave me a like and a comment, and share it around to your friends. The more people who watch these videos, the better, and the more motivated I am to make more videos, and therefore, the more videos that come out consistently, as hard as I try. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Kaiser Pirate out. Bye.